Welcome to the YouTube Beginner to Pro Masterclass. I'm so pumped you're here. I'm really excited to get into these strategies that are going to help you grow your channel faster, whether you're starting at 0 subs, 0 views, or if you've posted videos and they're just not getting the results you want. This training is going to help you out. And I don't really want to waste time, but I do want to share a little bit about me, which is the AKA, this is why I'm worth listening to. So my career experience is retail worker. I never went to college or anything like that. Always worked really low income jobs and then would do YouTube on the side. Technically started back in 2014, but in 2020, I actually had to start taking things seriously because I got married, found out my wife was pregnant, and I needed to make additional income. And so it was working the full-time job and then once I got back, trying to fit YouTube in and try to grow this and make this whole thing work. And as you can see, I'm bouncing on an exercise ball here, putting the baby to sleep while also editing a video. And once you have a child in your life, it's a huge motivator to make things work. And I became a student of YouTube. I committed to learning how this works, how to generate income, how to get views on my videos. And in that 10-year span, I have grown 3 separate channels to over 10,000 subscribers, with the main channel being the one I've monetized. That one has gotten over 346,000 subscribers, 38 million views, has made a ton of AdSense, affiliates, sponsorships, etc. And with me being super committed to make this work, I also became a bit of a YouTube nerd in the process because I didn't want to just go off of my own experience of how YouTube works. I wanted to make sure I knew every single tactic and strategy that anyone has ever used. And so I've actually paid and I've gone through a lot of the main YouTube programs out there to learn from all these different creators on how they grew their YouTube channels. And I even go to events like Vid Summit to learn from the best creators out there. And probably in total, I've easily spent over $10,000 in just YouTube education, learning from the best of the best in the industry. And then I went on and took all this knowledge and experience and used it to consult and coach for other creators like Brian, who after our consult call went on to grow his channel to over 150,000 subscribers in just 6 months. You can see the moment of our consult call, his views and subscribers blowing up, and of course got his silver play button. We also have Agape Insurance and Financial Group, Rob, where on the first video that we worked on, gained 106,000 views in the first 5 months, which as you can see in that red circle, 106.2K more than usual. This also got him the needed subscribers and watch time to actually monetize his channel. You can see how big of a difference that channel review did. And these same strategies even work for gaming channels. This is Faux Inform. I did a channel review for him and his Batman game themed channel. And just take a look at his views increase from the moment after our channel review. His channel completely blew up. And all this to say, what I'm about to share with you works. It worked for the 3 channels I grew to 10,000 subscribers. It works for the people I've consulted and worked with. And these are also the exact same tactics and strategies you're going to hear from some of the top creators because I've gone through all of their programs. So with all that being said, I hope you're going to take action on these strategies, and let's get into the 4-step system for getting views. And I want to point out real quick, this pie chart here is how much energy you should be spending into each of these different categories. And if you actually do this on your channel, you're going to get much better results from your videos. Now, the first step in the system is picking your topic. And this should actually consume 40% of your effort in creating the video. The entire process, this should take 40% of your time. And the reason why is because choosing the right topic is the difference between getting millions of views or 4. And the reason why actually goes back to how YouTube's algorithm works. There's actually a page on YouTube's Help Center where they actually show you how the algorithm works. And I want to read this to you because it's so important. It's going to give you a lot of insight into how YouTube works. And it says here, how does YouTube choose what videos to promote? YouTube says, our recommendation system narrows down the best set of videos to offer your audience by paying attention to what they watch, what they don't watch, what they search for, likes and dislikes, not interested feedback. And then right underneath it, how do I get my videos promoted to a bigger audience? You don't have to be an expert in algorithms or analytics to be successful on YouTube. Instead, focus on knowing your audience. Our recommendation system doesn't promote videos to your audience, but rather finds videos for your audience when they visit YouTube. Videos are ranked based on their performance and relevance to your audience. And that's probably the most important thing you need to understand as a beginner creator is that YouTube's job is not to promote content. Just because you're a new creator, YouTube has no obligation to just promote your stuff, but rather viewers are coming to YouTube with interests and YouTube is pulling videos to serve the viewer. It is centered around the audience and the people coming to YouTube. What do they click on? What do they not click on? How long they spend watching. And so with that, if you make good content around in-demand topics, YouTube will pull videos to meet the demand of the viewers on the platform. And to just hammer this home, you cannot create demand for your content. You must serve demand with your content. And I'm going to repeat that again. You cannot create demand for your content. You must serve demand with your content. That is how you get views because you are serving the viewer. So let's get into actually how to find high demand topics within your niche. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do this, and I actually want to share two of these with you for free today. And the first is to just look at your competitors. So think about the people within your niche, what type of content you make. Find those people in your niche who are making that content and look at their videos that are performing well. So for example, let's say we're a piano channel. I might just search on YouTube how to play piano, just generally search, content within my niche. And I want to find channels that are making videos. So I found this Become a Piano Superhuman channel, went over to their channel, and then I'm going to go over to their videos and sort them by most popular. And when I do this, I'm going to get all their best performing videos. And what I want to do is look at the topics in this section. So how to play piano, day one, easy first lessons for beginners. That's something I'm going to write down in my notes app or on a piece of paper as a topic of high interest. Let's see what else. Learn 4 chords, quickly play hundreds of songs. Again, targeting kind of towards beginners. We've got 4 piano songs that are perfect for beginners. These are all high performing ideas that we want to write down and maybe consider making ourselves in our own unique way. You can also go to their latest videos and look for what is called an outlier video. So this is another channel. I think this was called like Piano Beginner or something to that effect. And so I'm going through their latest videos. And so what I'm looking for is what are their average amount of views that they get per video? Because just because someone has subscribers doesn't mean they get the exact same amount of views as they have subscribers, because people fall off over time. And so on this channel, I can actually see 2 outliers that broke out of their average amount of views. So normally it looks like 5,000, 8,000, 8,000, 6,000. And then you have 2 videos. One got 26,000 views. The other got 215,000 views. And so what I want to ask myself is, what is different about these videos to where they got more views than the other videos on the channel? What's special? What is the pattern here? And the actual pattern on this channel is actually that these are around trends and sounds on TikTok and different memes and things like that. So whenever a meme or something comes out and this channel puts out a video with that sound and teaches someone how to play that on a piano, the video does well. There is a pattern here. And so that lets me know that if I have a piano channel, I should be paying attention to those viral sounds and the things that come into popularity and then make a tutorial around that. And then also I have the data that covering the beginner side of things is also popular based on this channel, probably because most people start out as beginners with piano, and not everyone gets to a more advanced level. There's more beginners trying to learn piano than there are these intermediate or advanced people. So by appealing to beginners, I'm going to get the most amount of views and serve the most amount of people. So you can get all of this data from looking at your competitors. The next thing you can think about is, what do my viewers search for? What are they putting into the search bar? What are those frequently asked questions or they're looking to solve a problem in your niche. What are those things? And can you make a video on them? And the best part about making a video that solves a problem that people search for or answer a question that someone searched for frequently is usually every single month there are people searching for that. So if your video ranks in the search results, you can get consistent views, subscribers, and watch time to your channel. And I know not everyone has these searchable things or frequently asked questions that happen within inside of their niche, but if you do have that, take advantage of those because that can bring the right viewers to your channel where they can stick around and maybe watch more of your content. So take your time and really figure out what viewers in your niche want to watch. Now, next, once you got the topic part down and you kind of have a general idea of, okay, I want to cover something around this, the next thing is your title. And this is where you want to invest 20% of your entire effort of making this video on. And as far as title tips go, first of all, you want to ask yourself, what video would a viewer want to watch after this? So, there's already this, beginner, how to play piano for beginners video out there. Thing is, you don't necessarily have to make the exact same video as someone else. Think about the viewer journey. Once someone learns the basics of piano, what is that next step they're going to want to watch? A way I did this on my main channel was I did a video editing tutorial for beginners, and a lot of people watched that. And so I asked myself, what's the next likely video they would watch? It was like, maybe I should make some advanced editing tips. And so I made 7 advanced editing tips in CapCut video, and that performed really well. And I was like, well, what's after advanced? Oh, legendary tips. So I did a legendary tips. And then I did a mastery, and I had like 40 tips in that one. So I'm starting with, there's demand around this. And then I'm trying to find a creative way to spin off or make more content around this topic that my viewers are going to want to watch. Now, I also understand that not every topic has a super creative spin on it. So the other 2 questions you can ask yourself is, how do I compete and how do I stand out with my title? So maybe someone does a, just because we've been talking about piano, 5 piano tips for beginners is the video. And let's say it's one of those high performing videos. So a way I could stand out and compete is maybe I make a video that's 20 piano tips for beginners. So now I'm competing and I'm standing out by adding more value in one video versus them to have to watch the 5 tips and then another tip video, another one. They're getting it all in one complete video. That's a way I can stand out. Or maybe someone makes a video where it's like 5 best piano songs to learn in 2023. And that was a, top performing video. Well, a way I could stand out is, right now it's 2025, I could do 5 best piano songs to learn in 2025 as a beginner. So now I'm competing by having a more up-to-date video. Or maybe someone has Piano for Beginners guide and it's 20 minutes long. Maybe I can make a shorter video in less time that explains things faster. And the way I compete is by having a video that gets to the point faster and skips out all the fluff. There's a lot of different ways that you can compete, and so you really want to think through those because you don't want to just make a duplicate of their video. You want to stand out, you want to beat the competition. So find either a creative way to cover that same topic but make a better video, or find a creative way to stand out around that same topic. Be that next video someone wants to watch. And once you have your title down, the next part is making your thumbnail. And again, this should take up 20% of your effort and time in creating your video. Now for this, I actually want to share with you my how to make highly clickable thumbnails guide using the STAR method. This is actually one of the guides that's part of my paid program. I'm going to give it to you for free today just because I know it's going to add a lot of value to you. And so if you follow this every single time you make a thumbnail, you're going to get much better results. So the STAR method here, the S stands for study the competition. So what do the thumbnails look like from the most successful creators in my niche? There's a reason why their videos get clicked on. So as we're studying the competition, pay attention to how they make their thumbnails and really understand why their thumbnails work. Study them, pay attention to the elements they use, what's on screen, how they have it all framed in the composition. Take that information in. The next letter, T, stands for target your audience. So know your viewers' problems, goals, and desires. You can use this to persuade them to click. People want to avoid pain and take action towards their ideal self. The A stands for avoid excess elements. The simpler your thumbnail, the better. You should try to keep your thumbnail to 3 elements or fewer. For example, a face, some text, and a graphic. Viewers should be able to glance at your thumbnail and comprehend it. And then the R stands for review next to competitors. Compare your thumbnail to other thumbnails around the same video topic. Is my video actually more clickable or on a competing level? If not, remake it. And that last point is so important because, especially as a beginner, you're not like some advanced graphic designer or anything like that. And so some thumbnails in your niche might be more complex. And so it may take actually a lot of effort and time to make a good thumbnail. It may take more than 30 minutes. It may take more than an hour. It may take you a couple of hours, but it is so important if you actually want people to click on your videos. And you actually have to put your thumbnail next to theirs and really think about it. Am I actually making a good thumbnail here? Because if no one clicks, no one is going to watch. So follow this process when you're making your thumbnail. And then finally here in the 4-step system for getting views, we have the video content itself. We're finally at the actual video part where we want to invest at least 20% of our time into that. And for video content tips, probably some of the main things here is videos must start with a hook that reassures the viewer you will deliver on the title/thumbnail promise. So when people see your title and thumbnail, they are clicking because they believe they're going to get value out of this. You have to show the viewer you're going to deliver on that promise. So if I click on a piano tutorial, I better see a piano right at the beginning, or some kind of sign that I'm actually going to learn something here. Or if someone's learning a video editing effect, I should probably show that effect at the beginning so a viewer sees the end result that they're going to get, and then I go through the process of how I actually made that effect. People will be judging your opening intro super harshly, so make sure you stick to, here's what's coming up the video. Yes, you're going to get this value. And then get to the content. And that's the next tip. Get to the point. People don't want to hear about, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications. No one cares about that. No one cares about what your channel is actually about. They came here for the value. Give them that value and get to that point fast. Or if you're an entertainment channel, get to the entertainment fast. And then finally, have a call to action at the end to another video or to promote your product and service. So the first part here, promote your other content. Don't let people just watch one of your videos and then just leave your channel. So at the end, make a verbal call to action saying, if you like this video, you'll want to check out this one over here where I teach such and such. Or if you are doing a series of content, maybe you do a beginner video and you do plan to do an advanced video, verbally call to action, tell people go to this next video. And actually inside of YouTube Studio, you can go to your content, and inside the editor, you can actually add a clickable end screen element so people can click and it automatically takes them to the next video. If you're not sure how to do that, you can always search how to add an end screen on YouTube and you'll learn how to add one of those in, but put those on screen and keep people watching your content because that sends signals to YouTube that this type of viewer loves your content, and then YouTube can recommend it to similar viewers. And so finally here, we have the 4-step system complete. And what you'll notice is that 80% of YouTube's success is about how you package your videos. All of the effort is on topic, title, and thumbnail. And the reason why is if no one clicks, no one watches. And that is the most important thing as a beginner. You have to get people to click. So you really want to invest a lot of time in choosing the right topic, making a persuasive title, and also making a simple, easy to understand thumbnail that persuades a viewer to click. And I actually want to help you build those skills fast so you can start getting the results you want. And that is why I created Click Academy, which is an all-in-one bundle designed to help you make better thumbnails, titles, and video ideas. Now, included first and foremost in this bundle is the Click Academy program, valued at $197. And in it, you're going to learn the tactics and strategies for creating highly clickable videos. This info pack course will dive deeper into how to find high demand video ideas, how to create persuasive titles, and how to design irresistible thumbnails. And this comes from a decade of YouTube experience and $10,000 plus spent in YouTube education. This is everything I've learned about making good thumbnails, good titles, and finding those high demand video ideas that are actually going to get you views. Up next, we have our pro thumbnail templates valued at $197. A good thumbnail can be the difference between going viral or your video flopping. And our 40 plus professionally designed thumbnail templates simplify the process by giving you easy to customize Canva templates that are optimized for views, which means now you can compete with the best thumbnails without being a pro graphic designer. And you might be wondering what these templates look like. Let me actually switch over and show you. So here's a look at the thumbnail templates. We've got ones for educational content where they're just talking head videos. You've got podcasting thumbnails that you can easily click on, travel. We've got some real estate ones in here, and all of these are completely customizable for free. So for example here, maybe I'll just click on this one here. All I have to do is just duplicate the design, delete the person out, add my own photo in. We'll just add this stock photo in for now. I can resize that. We'll pretend this is me. There we go, I'm added. And then I can easily click on the text here and customize it to whatever I want. So maybe how to budget for beginners. And then I can also resize that text so it fits. Boom, I just made a really well-designed thumbnail in less than a minute. So really a super huge value, especially for people who don't have hours to invest in a thumbnail design, but still want something that can compete with everyone else who is investing that time. Up next, we have the viral title formats valued at $20. And titles are a crucial part of persuading viewers to click. And with this guide, you'll have access to some of the best title formats that you can easily convert to your niche for maximum views. So these are really plug and play title templates where you can easily insert your niche into titles that are really already super persuasive and are going to cause people to click. So super valuable. Next, we have the viral idea checklist. This is valued at $10. If you pick a bad video idea, you'll waste hours making a video your audience doesn't want. This checklist will help you evaluate if your idea has the power to go viral. It's a simple checklist, but if you run your idea through each of the steps, it's going to help you pick better ideas for your videos so you don't waste time making something. We then have the highly clickable thumbnails checklist, so you never guess again if your thumbnail is good enough. This simple checklist will help you evaluate your thumbnail designs and keep you following the best practices for more clicks. You actually saw the star method, which is what we talk about in this guide, but there's also a checklist included in here. So for your thumbnail design, you can actually go step by step with this checklist. Make sure you're following the best practices so you're going to upload the best thing possible. And then we also right now have some exclusive bonuses available valued at $97 where you'll actually get access to some of my workshops, including the how to get your 4,000 watch hours workshop so you can actually get the watch time needed to monetize your channel. And then also how to make your first $1,000 on YouTube. This is another workshop I did where I taught a lot of the different tactics and strategies I use to make money from this platform. I've been full-time for over 3 years. So you get all those insights into how my business works, how I make money, and how you can actually start making money from your YouTube channel. And hopefully we're going to add some more of these workshops to this bundle in the future. Now, in total, the entire bundle here is valued at $531. And obviously, if I priced it at that, there'd be a lot of beginners who would be missing out and wouldn't actually learn these strategies. And I actually want to help people. I want to make a difference. I want to see your channel grow. So I won't be pricing it at $531. You can actually pick it up for just $47, but I'm actually going to discount it even more because you are here on this live stream. So you're actually going to be getting the on sale price for this entire course, which is just $19. So right now, 59% off. If you purchase through the link, there's actually a separate sales page link down below to make sure you can get it at just $19. And I'm also going to back it by a 180-day refund policy. I can guarantee you, you can go around, look at all these other YouTube courses. I don't think any of them, from what I've seen, offer a 180-day refund policy, because I want this to be a no-brainer for you. I want you to be able to purchase this entire bundle with confidence. And if for any reason you are unsatisfied, you don't like it, you decide you don't want to be a YouTuber anymore, it's just one email and I'll send all your money back. So if you're ready to take your YouTube channel seriously and actually start getting results on your channel, you can right now click the button down below to claim this discount. And I'll tell you, I cannot keep it at this price forever. I'm going to have to raise the price, because $19 isn't probably going to cut it. I'm probably going to have to just start pricing it at $47, $97 in the future. But if you click right now, you'll claim it. And I really hope you do go through all the content and apply it to your channel, because I really want to see those results and YouTube working for you and helping you achieve your goals. I really hope this training was valuable for you, and I hope to see you on the other side.